Now, so this is what we have done at the end of the day on our previous video, and I really loved it. It just looks really amazing. But when you take a good look at the other one, I mean, their software, it's quite matching like the same thing, and you can see it is really expanding, or yeah, it is somehow expanding to this side. So we have to do that. I mean, just have to make it very cute, and yeah, but you can decide to leave it for it to be something just like this, or you can keep it according to how you want it to be. So I just want to make it just looks just like this. So yeah, now let's get to work. I just want to put this on my other screen, yeah, so I can focus right here. Okay, now all you're gonna do is just create that window right here. Is very important. So what we're gonna do is just gonna add up a panel, just a panel. And I don't think panel will do. Yeah, maybe panel is gonna be okay. Yeah. So I just okay, let's do this. I will just duplicate this. So I'm just gonna go here to the home. Then I copy paste this one more time, then just put it away here. And what I'll do is I'll just expand this a little, just way up like this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is these buttons are going to be required, and this is going to be um hide me and change, all those all those stuffs. So just gonna make this something like this, and I'll just copy paste it one more time, put it here. I just need only two, not three, right? Just need only two. We can't just duplicate whatever they are doing. It's not good to do that. So we don't really have to do that. So just have to tweak some settings up. So this is just gonna be your IP, right? Then I'm just gonna set this color to yellow. Yeah, and I'll just change the font size, the font style to regular. I think not even regular. I'm just gonna use Georgia. Yeah, we can use Georgia, and that can be Georgia regular. Yeah, somehow Georgia regular. It's kind of cool. Yeah, then we set the font size of this to maybe 10 or maybe 12 or something like that. Okay, so 12 is good. So this is going to be the IP, so I'm just going to set this to maybe 12. Yep, and I'm just going to change the text to a default text. I'm just going to use a random IP. um okay. Oh, come on. Okay, all right, so then we say maybe location. No, I'm not going to use my real location here. Oh, I've already shown my location already, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem because I have already disclosed my location when I shown you the screen, my IP and all that stuff. But okay, so yeah, just want to position this way here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is just gonna copy this guy, copy and paste it one more time. Just wanna put it here, and this is going to be the server we are connected to. So I'm just gonna say server. Okay, all right, so with the server I'm just gonna say smart location. Okay, then this is gonna be changed, right? And this is gonna be hide. Right, so we have this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this color instead of this back color, I'm just gonna set it up to be transparent like that. Then I set a border style, something like the border style. So where is the border style anyway? Yeah, there you go. So this solid is just gonna be something like maybe dotted, solid dashes. It really depends on what you want to do. Yeah. So I believe I want to maintain this, and yeah, yeah, let's just maintain this. But I just have to set this color to a different well, let's just leave it for it to be this color. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is just put this down just a little, then just bring this down here. Yeah, and I'm just going to add up another panel. And this panel is just going to be just a normal panel. And just going to set this panel color to a gray color, something like a grayish color. Just going to set it to gray. Yep. And I'll just extend this very, very high. Then I set the height to 1, just like this. Yeah, so I just have a thin line to separate the two things, and I really love it. Right, this looks good. So I have to just check out here, just search for location. I'm just gonna say location, and I just pull out my yeah. So I'm just gonna use the gray color. So with this location, I'm actually gonna use let's see, I'm just gonna use this guy, and I need another location, so I'm just gonna use this guy too. Then I need, a connection or something, some sort of protocol or some. No, I'm not gonna use the protocol for now. You don't worry. We're just gonna work on this. So I'm just gonna go here and just add my transparent picture box. I'm just gonna say trans pic. Just add it up here. Yeah. I'm just gonna just put it here like that. Then I just choose it up. So it's just gonna be zoom, choose it. Then I just choose the image of it. So that is gonna be this guy. Right. Okay. There you go. Then I'm just gonna copy this and paste it one more time. Just put it here. Let's just change it. Okay. So we have this right here. We are somehow good to go. But we just have to copy and paste this guy once again. And what I'm gonna say is I'm just gonna set this font style to Arial. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna say let's set this font style to maybe 15. Yeah. Then I set the bold to true. Yep. Then instead of your IP, I'm just gonna say not connected. Then I say your online privacy may not be protected. Just like this. Okay. Then I set the bold to true. Yeah. Then I just put it here, somewhere here. So yeah, I think I really love it to be simple, just like this. And let's set a font size to 13. 13, I think 13 is good. Yeah, so just put it here and everything looks super now. Good. Let's see what we can do here. Now we have to generate our own button, right? So I'm just going to launch up Photoshop. I'm just going to launch up Photoshop since we're gonna use our own custom, stuffs and all that. So I'm just gonna use Photoshop. So let's just align this here, just to make it looks quite interesting now. So whilst this is working, I will be finding a color for this. So with the background color, think I have to use the JC color picker just to pick a color. Okay, I think this color wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Right. So I'm just gonna copy this color from the RGB. Come here, click on this guy, come to the fill color. Let's just place it with a fill color. This is really cool, right? Okay, but you can decide to increase the depth and all that. Really works fine. Nothing really fancy. So I have a Photoshop open up here. I'm just going to create a new project, and this project is just going to be default pixels. So I'm just going to use 500 by 500. Yeah, so I have a default of 500 by 500. I really love it. So this is actually going to be my button. I can decide to use a gradient button, do whatever I want to do with it. That is perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a very lazy job here. Yeah, I'm going to do a very lazy job. So I'm going to keep the button active. So I'm just going to use a snipping tool just to get the button here. Nothing really fancy. You just want to reference to the button. So I'm just going to copy the button, just like this, just like this. Just want to reference from the button right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this. Yep. And I'm just going to save this to my music folder. Just gonna rebrand this so you don't really have to worry about that. So I'm just gonna go to my music folder, then I just drag and drop this wig here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on this guy, then just make sure I select here. You see, so I just inverted it and I just click delete. I'll undo that. So I just have to select this, then I click delete on my keyboard just to delete everything here, and I click on this. Also, I don't really need this guy, just going to delete that, and the other guy too, I don't really need them. This guy too, I don't really just want to delete it. Perfect. So I just need only this, and even with this I'll just do a lot of customization with it. You don't have to hesitate yourself, worrying here and there to do the same thing, because I will be giving it to you for you to know how this is actually gonna work. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this as a reference gradient or something like that, or you can decide to use just a simple button. So in my case, oh shit, let's just do everything from scratch, else we may have problem with them. So let's use just an ellipse, just like that, just an ellipse here. Just want to stay simple and clean, and with the feel of this ellipse, it's not gonna be let's choose a color. So I'm just gonna choose the colors from this base color, then I choose the HTML, I think, copy that link and then just paste it right here. Perfect. So this is the color, basically that is for yeah. Then let me just try and keep this background color really cool. So I have this here, let's just keep this background color really cool. So I'm just going to set it up to black for now. So I have this. So what I'm going to do is just going to add up something like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add up a stroke, basically just a stroke, and I'm just going to set the stroke color to that color I want to use. Maybe this color, let's go up a little bit, just something like this. Okay, then let's set the stroke to something like this. Yeah, set it something like this is good. Yeah, see, yeah, this is really good. So we have this button here, so I will decide to add up a stroke, and this stroke can be white, it can be blue, it can be any color you want to choose. That's perfectly fine. So with this I'm just going to set it up to 2, and I will add yeah, I think this is it. So I'm just gonna go to the VPN software, and I'm just gonna say disconnected like this. But this time I'm just gonna set the color to white, and I'm just gonna say I just need this disconnect guy. Then I drag and drop this guy here, just like this, to get, you know, the fare of it. But remember that we will be using the pixels, you know, to work with them. So yeah, let's just get it done. So this is it. Just want to make it very small, just to keep the color and the resolution well active. You know, you can use any of them to really works fine. You know, that's fine. So I'm just going to go in for a text. Just click on the text right here. Yeah, and I'm just going to say connect, and I'll just set this color to white. Then I set the font style to Arial. Yeah, you know, just set it up to Arial, either regular, bold. I mean, anyhow you want to choose it, that is going to be fine. I'm just going to use Arial regular. Then I'll just set the spacing to 0, since I want it to be very, very clean. Then I just do this. Okay. Well, so if you think you have this and you are okay with it, you are good to go. Yeah. So this is what I've done for the connect, and you can decide to choose whatever you want to do. And yeah, it's gonna be, you know, quite awesome. So I would like to change up the color just a little bit, right? So I'm just going to use gradient color for this, and this is how the gradient color looks. So with a gradient color, I'm just going to set this color to red, of course, like this. Then I set this color to the deep red. Yeah, just, you know, something like this is cool. Then with a stroke color, that is where I choose the stroke color is actually going to be this color, you know, just the color like this. Yeah, so I really love this, something like disconnected. So you're going to connect and it becomes green. So I'm just going to go to file, export, PNG, you know, JPEG PNG format, and I'm going to go to my music folder, go to the VPN project, go to resources, then I'm just going to say connect. So, no, this is going to be disconnected. Disconnected. Yep, and basically I just have to change the colors only. So with the colors, just click on this. Then you just click on the fill color. Just double click on this. Choose something like a darker green. Something like this. Yeah. Then we choose a different color here. Somehow, you know, like this. Then we say this is going to be connected. Okay. Then you just have to position it here. Then this is going to be connected. So just going to say connected. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so where can we get this connect? Yeah, so this guy is good. Can just replace this guy with them. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is more sharper than this. So just going to use this as connected, and it is good. Well, you can decide to use whatever you want to use, and you know, it really works fine. So I'm just going to export this as connected. So just gonna say connected, and we are done with Photoshop as well. Good. Now let's get back to business. Get back here, and now we have to just add up one picture box here, a transparent picture box here, and that is going to be our image. So I'm just going to import the two images, right? The connect and then the disconnect, open them here. So I'm just going to select the disconnect for now. So this is it. So I have a disconnect button here, and that is actually going to demonstrate whether it's connected or whether it's connected or disconnected. And with the second one, I just want to make it somehow very big, but somehow quite responsive and very, very genuine, something unique. Just try to stay unique and simple, just to make your project look super. Yep. Yeah, just something like this. Excellent. Okay, so whilst we have this, I'll just love to send this back. Yeah, just to see this. That's really good. Okay, so we have this guy and we are done with it. So we just have to go to project, build, and then let's build it once again, just to, really just to make sure this is really, really cool. But before we do that, let's just add up our drag control. Just added something like just one time. Then we set this to the picture control one, because this is what we will be controlling, and that is transpic one. So just gonna go here, let's set it up to transpic one. Where is this guy? Yeah, transpic one. Save this and let's rebuild the solution again. Yeah, well, whilst we have this, we are done. So we can go back to the main form. Basically sometimes when you close the form and you open up the form again, it's picks it up. Sometimes it really picks it up. There you go. So we have it here. Now we can really click on the start and you will see a very nice project. You see, it's very, very nice, and we can do a whole lot of things with this. It's really, really interesting. We are kind of good to go and all that stuff. So yeah, let's see what we can do next. Again, whilst we have this, let's work on this sidebar. It's very important. Sidebars are very important. So just gonna add just a normal button, and that is going to be a Guna button. So I'm just going to say Guna. This is Guna title button, Guna gradient title button, Guna image button, Guna tile button. I mean a whole lot. So we can decide to use Guna button, and this is how Guna button actually looks like, right? Okay, so we don't want to put this inside here direct. So I'm just going to cut it. Then I add a panel. Since I can get full control over the panel, so I'll just add a panel. Then I dock it inside and I paste it in here. See, it's not taking control over that again. So I'll just have to work on this, and I'll just set the color, the background color. I'll just use the JC color picker just to pick the background color of the button. This is it. Let's just use the RGB, copy this code of, yeah, let's come to the fill color and paste it right there. So we have this color here. Now let's go to the text and we're just going to say home. Okay, let's set let's see the font size. Let's make it maybe 12. Yeah, I think 12 is good. And let's see if we can get an image somehow, maybe an image related to that. Yeah, so we have an image. Let's set the image to the left, and with the image resources, I'm just gonna load up an image, but first let's just add those images as well. So I'm just gonna go back in here into the resources, then I set it up. I add a home button, home. I can use a gradient, I can use any color I want to use, that's completely fine. So with the home, I can use these guys, just to set it up as a home. So I'm just going to drag this as a home. Then I say globe, something like globe, and I will use this globe, and I'll say download. Then I use this as the download. Then I say video. Then I use this as a video. Then I say maybe friends, something like friends. Or yeah, so I'm just gonna use something like this as a friend. And I'm just gonna say um game, maybe something like a game controller or something like that. So let's use this guy here. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, let's use arrow. So I'm just gonna say arrow. So that is actually gonna be just a simple arrow, pointing to the right, something like that. So I'm just gonna say right arrow. Sorry. Or this guy. Just want to say right arrow. Yeah. Okay, so I think I can go in for this. Just put it here. So now let's do the work. Now we have to import the home button, and that is going to be this guy for my home button. And there you go. See, we have this very nice home here, but we can go ahead and then customize this home button from here. From the image, we have the image size. You see, it's 2020. Let's just make it something like 30, right? Yeah, I think 30 is good. 30 is good. And let's set the text align. We have the text align. So I'm just gonna set the text align. Instead of center, just set it to left. There you go. That looks perfect. And I would like to set I think this button is going to be a radio button because we will be choosing within the buttons. So let's see the images, image align left. Okay, right. So yeah, I think this is quite interesting and this is good. So we just have to set the rounded corner, the border radius. Let's set it to something like 15. Yeah, maybe 15 is very, set it up like 10. This is really good. So with this we need about 6 of them. So yeah, we need about 6 of them. So we go to the custom images, just open it up, and let's set an image for the custom image. So just going to use something like the arrow, just go in for the arrow. Let's just import this. That's going to be the arrow for this guy. Yeah, there you go. So we are good to go with that. So I'm just going to copy this guy, paste it several times. Yeah, I'm just going to paste it several times. And I'm just going to copy, paste it one more time, paste it. Yeah. So yeah, one more to go. Yep, that's it. Good. So what should we do now? We just have to call the name. So there's going to be all service, right? And this is going to be for downloading, and this is actually going to be for streaming, and this is going to be for social. Okay, and this is going to be for gaming. Okay, now whilst we have this, we can really go ahead and then add one button at the bottom of it, and we can set it up a name. So I'm just going to say button. Let's just add just a normal button here, and this button is just going to be just a default button here, and I'm just going to set a fill color to orange. Yep. Then I set the text of this to activate now. Then I set the font size of this to maybe let's see what we can do for the font size. I think where is the font size? That is the text offset. No, that is actually going to be from the fonts. Let's set it up to 12. Good. So we have this, and we can decide to work with a link label. So we're just going to say link, and we can use a custom link label here. I'm going to use two link labels. Just going to set the color to control, just like this. And I was just set let's just change the text of this to login. Okay, then let's set the font size to maybe 12. Yeah, I think. Okay, so we have login guy here. So I'm just going to copy and paste this one more time, and this is going to be sign up. Okay, so let's go here, say sign up, just like that. Excellent. So we have two guys here. Okay, so we are good to go. Now we have to add our software name. So I'm just going to add a label, just a label, normal label. I add it up here, then I change the color, that is the full color, to control. Yep, then I change the text to smart. Then I say VPN lit. Okay, then I just change the font size to maybe 12 or something like that. Yeah, 12 is kind of cool. Then I set it up here. Well, just like this. Then I'm just gonna say free, just some free, something like free or any color. Just want something related to free. Yeah, just to keep it something like free. How I just have to add up a label just like this, copy and paste this label here. Just gonna set it up to a text like free, like this. Then I set the back color to green. So where is the back color? Set it up to green like this. Yep, so something like this. But we can set the auto size to false like this. Yeah, then we set a text align. Yep, we can set the text align to the center just to make it looks super like this. Then we go up, we set a font size to 10 just to squeeze it a little bit down like this, and that looks super excellent. So just have to push this guy here. That really looks amazing. So we have to do some couple of things. We just have to copy one of these, just bring it down here. Then what we're going to say from this guy is actually just to tell the user that, okay, so already purchased, just like this. So if you've already purchased, you just have to click on that button, just to get your activation status activated. So let's do one more thing. Just have to set all these colors to none whilst we have this. So we're just going to go here. This is fill color. Now let's set it up to transparent so we can get a feel of it. Yeah. Now all these guys, we just want to make them something like this is checked equal to false, but this is checked equals true. Okay, let's just see. This is check state, dialog, fill color, hover, pressed color. So this is going to be the pressed color. So with the pressed color, we're just going to use the fill color for the pressed color, right? So we're just going to say pressed color is going to be this. Then we select all these guys. Then we're just going to set a pressed color. So where is the pressed color? Where is it? There you go. So just going to set a pressed color to this. That looks perfect. Let's just test it one more time and see how it's actually going to look like. Excellent. So click on it. See? So it's now something like this, and the press color is really working fine, but we simply have to make it looks like it's gonna be like the press color. So let's just fix it. So you just have to set this color. This is the color, so just gonna go here. Let's add this is the background color, but we should get a press color. There's a border color. Let's see the fill color. It's not going to be transparent, but let's see the press color is going to be this. This is the depth. Okay. No, this shouldn't be so. You just have to set it up like this. Then, okay. So what we have to do is just come here and let's set this fill color to the transparent once again. Yeah, let's use transparent and let's just highlight everything here. And all we're gonna do is click on this. Let's just copy this color code, then let's copy everything here. Now let's just go to the we have something called a custom check. You see the check state, we have a field color for the checked, so just gonna say it's gonna be like this color. Now we have to select this and we set the checked to true, right? So the checked is for just check, set the checked to true. Perfect. So now let's save this, click on start, and you're definitely going to see a huge difference in this particular project. Yeah, so there you go. It's really nice now. Very, very beautiful and very, very interesting, right? Okay, so it really, really looks nice now. So yeah, so this is what we have done at the end of the day, and I really, really love it. I really appreciate it. I really, I really love it. All right, guys, so let's do the last thing, then we close for the day. So let's set all these images to our preferred images, then we are good to go. So let's see the all service. Just come here and set it up to all service. So I'm just going to use this as my all service. And for downloading, I'm just going to use the download image, some kind of download image like this. And for the streaming, yep, I just have to choose something like streaming, something like video source. And for social, I'm just gonna use those little guys there. Yep, so I'm just gonna choose those little guys just like this. And yeah, for gaming, perfect. So we are good to go now. Now we can start our project and see what we have done so far. There you go. So now everything seems to be working perfectly fine now. And I really, really love this. I'm really in love with this design. Alright guys, so thank you very much. On our next video, we're just going to see how we can start working up with a pop-up, which when we click on this, it's just going to pop up and ask us, okay, do you really want to close this, or all those steps. We're just going to do all that. Until then, have a nice day, and Ixsoft Original is out.